Professor, Department of Arts and Natural Science, Parul University. And this will be the topic climate change and sustainable development. Last class, we have studied details. Just like we have studied details what is sustainable development and what is sustainability. So in this class, we are going to deal or going to study what is sustainable development goal. So these sustainable development goals are the time targeted goals. That means by the time certain time we are achieving the goal. That is the vision. What is the vision, and that is initiated by United Nations. So let's see what is sustainable development. Okay, sustainable development goals, and these sustainable development goals are actually called as global goals. That means we are working on the sustainability of sustainable development, that is development of the present generation without compromising the future generation. And this deals with all countries, or this is effective to all countries, all nations, and initiated in 2015 by United Nations. And the target is 2030 to complete all these goals are the sustainable. So, what is sustainability or sustainable development? To meet the demand of the present scenario without compromise the future generation need. So, what is sustainable development goals? The sustainable development goals are a to-do list for the planet that will be transform the whole world. That means we are going to make a such changes that can changes the whole vision of the world. So many countries are participated in the sustainable development goals. So there are different types of goals are there. Recently, 2015, set Indian nation the chairperson of the sustainable development goals can set 14 goals. Sorry, it can set 17 numbers of goals. So let's see. For details, we should see a documentary that can be clear. You can clearly understand.
Smile and learn.
Hey, today I'm going to talk about a very important topic, the Sustainable Development Goals. Do you know what they are? Stay right there and I'll explain them to you. The Sustainable Development Goals are a list of 17 priorities adopted by the United Nations and its member countries. The goal is to eradicate poverty, protect the planet, and ensure prosperity for all. Let's see what they are. Number 1, no poverty. Number 2, zero hunger. Number 3, good health and well-being. Number 4, quality education. Number 5, gender equality. Number 6, clean water and sanitation. Number 7, affordable and clean energy. Number 8, decent work and economic growth. Number 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Number 10, reduced inequalities. Number 11, sustainable cities and communities. Number 12, responsible consumption and production. Number 13, climate action. Number 14, life below water. Number 15, life on land. Number 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Number 17, partnerships for the goals. Wow, that's a lot! Each goal has specific targets to reach by year 2030. To achieve these goals, we all have to do our part. Governments, businesses, and society too. In other words, each and every one of us. And how can we incorporate these objectives into our daily lives? Well, we should try to live in a more sustainable way at school, work, and home. For example, by improving our consumption habits, saving energy, or caring for the flora and fauna. Don't worry if you don't know where to start. It happened to me too. Luckily, the UN made a very easy guide called Saving the World, a guide for slackers. Isn't that a funny name? Let's look at some of its points. Turn off the lights if you don't need them, and talk to your family about unplugging appliances when they're not using them. You'll save a lot of energy. Take quick showers instead of taking a bath. That way you won't waste water. Recycle as many materials as possible. This helps to conserve natural resources. Use public transportation or ride a bike. This will reduce pollution. Donate things you don't use. They'll get a second life and will be a great resource for people in need. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Use a refillable water bottle. You'll reduce your plastic usage. Learn about the Sustainable Development Goals in reliable media, but also talk about it with your family and friends. I'm sure that in this talk, we'll come up with ideas to improve things. As you can see, it's everyone's responsibility to respect the planet, and each one of us can do something. It doesn't matter how small, as long as we help preserve it. Don't forget that this planet is our home, and its inhabitants are our neighbors. By taking care of it, we'll ensure our well-being and our future. Shall we try together?
We've learned so much in just one video. Did you know there are many more videos? Imagine how much you could learn. Subscribe to the Smile and Learn educational channel to learn and have fun at the same time.
So, sustainable development goals, there are 17 goals are there, and these development goals are to be achieved by the year 2030. Sustainable development goals are the actually main blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all countries, not for United Nations nor for only India. So the addresses of the global challenges we are facing that can be minimized or that can be reduced by achieving the targets of the goals. And there are different types of problems we are facing day by day that are called poverty, inequality, climate change, environmental degradation, peace, justice, etc. etc. So all these 17 goals cover all the things, and uh, in order to leave no one to be behind, all countries should be go simultaneously and developing simultaneously due to working on the sustainable development goals, and the target is 2030. Like number one is no poverty, number two is zero hunger, number three is food, health and well-being, number four is quality education, number five gender equality, number six clean water and sanitation, number seven affordable and clean energy, number eight decent work and economic growth, number nine industry innovation and infrastructure, number 10 reduce inequality, number 11 sustainability and account communities, number 12 responsible consumption and production, 13 is climate action, 14 is life water below water, 15 is life on land, 16 is peace justice and strong institution, 17 is partnership for the goals. And these 70 goals are designed by these United Nations, and it is what all countries should be working on these 17 goals. So before these sustainable development goals, there are another goals are there, and which should be achieved by 2015, but this is not clearly or continuously achieve 100% achieve their Millennium Development Goals or MDG. That MDG were the 8 international development goals and that should be achieved in 2015 and had been established the following Millennium Summit of the United Nations 2000 because this in 2000 the Millennium Summit held in United Nations they are working in with 8 goals that should be achieved in 2015. 2020, 2002, 2015. In 15 years, this should be achieved by these 8 goals. These are called Millennium Development Goals. And these United Nations Millennium Declarations, all 189 United Nations members, states of members are there, and at least 20 international organizations committed to the health of following Millennium Development Goal by 2015. These are called Millennium Development Goals. Actually, United Nations 189 nation members are at that time, but now it is increasing to 193 members. So, what does Millennium Development Goal? Number 1, to eradicate extreme poverty and hunger. Number 2, to achieve universal primary education. Number 3, promote gender equality and empower women. Number 4, to reduce child mortality. Number 5, to improve maternal health. Number 6, to combat HIV, AIDS, malaria, and other diseases. Number 7, to ensure environmental sustainability. Number 8, to develop a global partnership for the development. These are the very good thing, but this is very broad, actually a broad idea, and not should all not all countries should be adopt this type of thing because the developing country or underdeveloped country, the thinking of the sustainable development is the most important. But because to survive, they have to utilize resources and things like that. But they are living in present situation. So how can they think about future times? So in the actually this is the main work for the developed country and who are already developed and they are using the resources very well. So these 8 Millennium Development Goals that should be achieved in 2015. So in 2015 again, as these goals are achieved for achieving this goal are so much necessary and very difficult. So they are developing again 17 goals. That's the target 2030. They are called sustainable development. These are the sustainable development goals, and this United Nations Development Sustainable Development Summit held in 25 9 2015 and the leaders of 2030 agenda of the sustainable development. That means 2030 agenda means the 17 sustainable development goals should be achieved in 2030 within 2030. So we are working on that. So all countries should be work for that. That ensure poverty, fight equality and justice, tackle climate change, all these things. All these things are covered in these 17 goals. Let's one exercise one by one in details. Goal 1 is that describes end poverty and all the forms anywhere. That means all nations will be go equal. No one rich, no one is poor. But this is practically not possible. Rich always try to become rich and poor try to reach. So both are having rich, they become richer, poor become poor. So what happens? It's very much crucial part to achieve this goal and very much difficult also. So goal 2 is end hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition, promote sustainable agriculture. See, the goals are very much important and these goals are very much necessary to maintain a peace in the world. But nowadays, you all are being seen that different countries are fighting each other, like Russia and Ukraine, seen last year, and then here Israel and this Gaza wars are there. So these are very much necessary to stop all these things and to establish a peace in the world. Goal 3 is next to move. Goal 3 ensure healthy lives and promotes well-being for all ages. To live disease-free or a healthy lives is also fundamental things of the all life, not only humans, all the animals and all living organisms. So to seek the human, some people are do not have to eat proper food, and some people are living in a poor conditions. Some people are living do not have some services like primary health care. So this is a broad categories of the goal which an all peoples or all country irrespective of nation, irrespective of all racism, all are having same thing. So this is very good thing. But to achieve this goal is very difficult. So all nations, the United Nations members are working on that. So number goal four, what is it say that ensure inclusive and equality quality educations and promote lifelong learning opportunity for all. So learning is the most important thing. That awareness is the most important thing. That should be given to proper learning to all people of the world. So this is number goal four. Number five is said that ensuring availability and sustainability. Sorry, number five is achieve gender equality and empower the women and girls. This field is now India is developing country, and last 10 to 3, 4, 5 years we are working on that gender equality, all these things, and given reservations for the women, reservations for the girls. That means all irrespective of any race, irrespective of any gender, all should be equal. They are the main goals for goal number five. Goal number six is ensuring availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation. And this water, fresh water, fresh air, this is the fundamental thing that can be given to all people or all organizations. So what happened? This thing is very much necessary to keep the all above 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals. This is called goal number six. What is goal number seven? Goal number seven ensures access of the affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy to all. The energy, or that is renewable energy, and that means it says that utilization of energy is very much necessary in a proper way. We should not waste the energy. Goal number eight says that it promotes sustained, inclusive, sustainable economic growth and full productive employment and decent work to all. Build realization infrastructure, promote inclusive, sustainable innovation and success. Goal number nine. Goal number 10 says that reduce inequality within among the countries. The conflicts among the countries that can be also reduced, that can be also eliminated. Goal number 11 makes it says that it makes cities and human settlement inclusive, safe, and reliable and sustainable. Goal number 12 says that ensure sustainable consumption and production better. Goal number 13 take urgent action to combat climate change and its effects. Goal number 14 conserve and sustainable use of ocean, seas, marine resources, sustainable development. For the sake of sustainable development, that means we are using, we should utilize this thing in a proper way that in future generations they also do not have any lack of scarcity of these natural resources. So they should not struggle for this free available natural resources. So what number 15 tells that it can protect, restore, and promote sustainable uses of terrestrial ecosystem, sustainability, manage forest, combat deforestation, and hurt and reverse the degradation of the biodiversity loss. So it tells about the biodiversity loss and increase of the biodiversity. So number 18 says that promote peaceful and inclusive societies, sustainable development, provide access to justice to all, and effective, sustainable, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. Number 70 tells us strengthen the means of development, implementation of the realization of global partnership for the sustainable development. Whatever may be the 16 goals, we have to follow this rule with the global partnership. This is the main motto of the goal number, this sustainable development goals. We should discuss sustainable development goals one by one very clearly and neatly. So let's. These are the SDG and DDG. These are the different how 2015 Million Development Goal is transferred to 2030, the global goals or sustainable development goals. In Millennium Development Goals, there are 8 goals are there and 21 targets are there and 3 indicators are there. Similarly, in Sustainable Development Goal, what are the numbers? Numbers of 17 goals are there, 169 targets are there, and 304 indicators are there. Actually, these numbers are tentative, but these numbers are also changing according to the different countries. For developing countries, this number is different. For developing countries, this number is development. Underdeveloped countries, this number is different. So we should be working, and all the United Nations working on this total 18 goals, 17 goals, that is also development goals. So this is the main difference between MDG and SDG. MDG is a traditional assistant, whereas SDG is a traditional assistant plus universal goal. That means these goals are applicable to all countries of the world. Without any participation of one country, it cannot be achieved. It's the universal goal. That means the Sustainable Development 17 goals are very much effective or very working or can be achieved with the help of the all countries united, not single country. If one country denies, then it cannot be achieved. So second point is it's limited goal. There are even 8 numbers of goals are there. Limited. So SDGs, 4 numbers of goals are there. And MDG is top-down process. That means first go to top and then go to down. That means up to down process. And SDG are inclusive goal setting. That means you cannot go hierarchically. It can be done any target at the first, second, third. You can or the nations can be working on goal number 1 or goal number 17, goal number 13. That is irrespective of the order. And this is traditional strategy. MDG use traditional strategy, whereas SDG use traditional as well as data devolutions. That means advanced version is the advanced version or anything. Hunger and poverty are together here are in one goal in MDG, whereas to remove hunger and to remove poverty, with the 2 separate goals in the SDG. That is the distinction in the goals. In MDG, quantity educations is mainly focused, whereas SDG is quality education is focused, not quantity. Is the difference. So MDG, the funding is the main focus, whereas SDG, rural set of financial resources. That means fund or money is not important. The main important is the resources, the financial resources or the natural resources or implementation of goals. That is the most important. So this is the difference between SDG and MDG. So let's make overall of the SDG 17. SDG, the 17th session of the United Nations General Assembly held in 25th September of 2015. That means after the MDG, because all MDG are not clearly achieved. So in end of the 2015, United Nations Assembly have declared a meeting for the setting up a new sustainable development goal, and there are 17 goals and 169 targets are set up. And the official agenda is transferring the world 2050 agenda of sustainable development. This is the punch line. That means our target is 2030. 2030 we should be achieve our target. That means the goals we have to set that have to be achieved. India is a signatory of this landmark agreement. That means India also contribute and sign their sustainable development goals, their documents or their agreement as the General Assembly of the UN Nation. They also take part here. Officially, the SDG comes into effect from 1st January because in the end of the 2015 it is declaring that there are 70 SDG, but working from 1st January 2016. Member country have the responsibility of the follow-up and review the process made by the implementing of the goals and targets. So, I don't know the number of member countries, they also having some partial goals to achieve the universal goal. Vertical universal goal, I already discussed. Universal goal, that means that goals applicable to whole world and irrespective of nation, irrespective of all racism, irrespective of all things. So all we have to work togetherness. So SDG in the great intergovernmentally agreed to set a goal relating to the international development which aims at the meeting of the need of the present without compromising the ability of the future generation and the own needs. Actually, these needs or these present demands, that also we have to think, because we cannot neglect the present demand or present needs, because future generation, obviously future generation, we have to think about future generation, but we cannot compromise our present demand or present needs. So without compromising the present needs, we should think about the future needs. That is the main motto of the this United Nations 17 SDG. These are the 17 goals of the SDG. Okay. So the structures, goals and targets indicators are different for the different countries. Uh, uh, like goals and targets are developed by the United Nations that are rigid and that can be changed at countries of the national level, while indicators are designed the country levels, measurize the level of achievements in the implemented SDG. Next is uh, let's say this is one example, that is no poverty, and that is goal number one, end of poverty, and for all this them everywhere. So all countries should have eliminated from the poverty. So this is the universal goal. What is the target? Target 1.1 is by 2030 eradicate extreme poverty for all people everywhere. Currently measured as a people living as $1.25 per day. This is the tagline or target. Below 1.5 dollar per day, that can be lived below poverty line. Target 1.2, that is implementation of nationality and appropriate social protection system, and measure all including poors by 2030 achieve sustainable coverage of all poor and vulnerable. That means these are the different things we have put the different targets. And for target 1.1, there should be indicator that proportion of population living below this percentage of poverty line, that is 30%, 40%, 80%, everything. For different countries, these indicators are different. So for two, that is one target 1.1, two, the percentage of households at any unusual member covered by this health scheme in the health insurance. Target indicators 1.2.2 is the number of beneficiaries under integrated child health development. These are example. For example, so participating the or to converting the goals, the targets and target indicators. The implementation of frameworks of SDGs. The NITI Aayog is the nodal agency in India to work the work of this India, that is for implementing the SDGs in India, is the main responsible person for the work in India. And the MOSPI, that is Ministry of Statistical Program and Implementation, is also responsible for the indicator framework that can be designed different percentage or different indicators, that how much SDG can be implemented, how much SDG can be targeted, how much can be completed in given year, and how it can be completed in 2030. So at the state level, planning departments also there, all departments also there, that can be working on the SDGs at each state level. For example, in state of Mizoram city, they are having three different levels of monitoring committee, that is high level monitoring committee, technical committee, SDG cell. They are for example, but everywhere is same, similar thing. First thing is organizational setup, how it is set up. Set up the under chairmanship of chief secretary, then to review process and suggest corrective measures while monitoring the processes, implementation of SDG in state, step by how SDG are implemented, then formal under chairmanship of the economics and statistics department to identify the achievable indicators, teacher or investment indicators, dual specifying the baseline data. All the things are the work of technical SGD. Then SGD cell, that is the lower cell that can be applicable or that can be developed in each state, each district, each department wise level, so that can be ensured to proper reach out this SGD goals to the local people. Okay, then step to achieve SDG. Since the context and issue in SDG normative in nature, localization becomes important elements for the achieving the SDG. So realization of global and targets mostly happen in local level. Without both the local level and the baseline level, you cannot achieve the target. How much the numbers of people are there, who are the how much people are in below poverty level, how they are giving pure water sanitation system or not. So each target or each goals they are different. We should move go to the local level and a local agenda I also consider effectively of achieving the target. Next is creating environment where multi-stakeholder among the civil society, private sectors, organization, professional association, agencies, NGOs, IGOs, these are also involved in the implementation of the SDG. Next is situation assessment for finding development gaps and needs, making priorities at the level of local government and districts for calculating SDG wise planning. At the state, it means the local level, they have freedom to how they can achieve the SDG, the global goal, how they achieve global goal. For that, they will participate, they will implement their own strategy to achieve this. Then the main thing is budget is outcome of strategy very much important because participating all these things, conduct the work, budgeting is conducting the needs of assessment, determine the priority and volume of public and private investment also required an element of the budget strategy. So how much participating NGOs are there, how much amount is required to achieve the target. There's also priority basis they are working on. Then prioritizing the SDG expenditure through reallocation of area and lower priority. That means the things that is higher priority things that are working first prior basis and the things we are having low priority they are working in lower priority basis. So higher priority is given the unnecessary work and low priority is given the unnecessary work or that is can be delayed the time. So we achieve the target. SDD result based budgeting, participatory budgeting, and budgeting manifesting a need of the hour smooth effective implementation as the state. So each state having their own way to implement the SDD, own way to expenditure some budget allocated to the SDD. Like similar private partnership also involved for the sustainable development area to participate all these lagging things. So some universal bodies, the private body also come forward to give some funding or participate in the goal to achieve the SDG. This is the role of United Nations that are obviously we have said 17 goals are there, 116 targets are there, 130 targets are there. This is for different for different countries. So this important points are there. What are these? Inform global reporting, identify focus indicators, explore, develop new data sources. These are the main role that can be count or this may be working to achieve the goal of the United Nations, that is the SDG, the SDG goals. So these are the things: geography, ethnicity, sex, multi-migratory status, income, disability, age. All things are matters. All things are matter to achieving the targets or achieving the specific goals of the SDG. See, national and international engagement also there. Draft set of nationality 11 indicators developed by the autumn constitution, that means the different nations and international element also increasing to involve to participate to achieve the SDG. See, these are the different factors that are commonly used. That is, first thing is expert advice also needed. Internal non-governmental groups, that is office and national statistics, international statistics. These are different all states, all countries in the global. They are working together to achieve the goal. Then tax research, analytics or SDP, that is other developed countries practices. If one developed country having good research on this sustainable development, then that also give it to the underdeveloped country or developing country. So idea also get interextend. Then peer networking. Peer networking is what is? It is open communicated, that is a one-to-one rates and conferences, seminars, other developed countries practices, how they are developing, how they are utilizing the resources. I mean, idea exchange. That is called peer network. We are going for different seminar and conferences to exchange our idea. Same thing happens in the participation of to achieving the goals. If one country achieving one specific goals, then he should participate, or he should that country should communicate to other country how they can be achieve the goal. Next is methodological constraint. There are different constraints also there for achieving the goal. That is availability of data. There sometimes the pure data is not available or not reliable. We cannot get the metadata. So these are the things we should work that an international engagement or all these countries should be engagement to achieving towards achieving the SDG or Sustainable Development Goals. To measure the program progress in SDG or Sustainable Development Goals by utilizing existing cooperative program and projects, namely, there are different programs that can be run out to measure how much the progress is going on for the SDG or the achieving the goals. For one is data collection and transformation. Second is big and admin data. Third is data science. That means these are the different data. Mainly, we are required analysis to check the progress of the SDG in each country, each states, that is differently. Or in other words, we are can simultaneously we can organize these things and collect these things in tool basis, and we can see how much progress is going on. Data collection, validation, discrimination. This is most important. If this is purely true value, or this is achieved by the any countries or any organization, then we can say that this is a country is developing, or this country is participating to this SDG. Putting the piece together, this is an important thing. One cannot be work individually. That means all countries, all ideas should be work together. That is managing of all data, securing all data, because these SDG or Sustainable Development Goals are not a one country goal, or not for a goal for a single person country. This is overall goal of the total Earth or the universe. All countries should be mixed. All countries should be come out forward to achieving the targets. Then managing permission and accesses. If one country need permission to access another thing, so second country or different things they can be give the person. So hand find the hand, or all work together to achieve the goal. That is constant approaches to cataloging and publishing the data globe. If the data is required, then second country or other countries should give the proper data. Developing methodology for non-survey data, methodology framework for processing and servicing data, quality assuring data, digital economy and blue infrastructure. These are different things we can be or work together to achieve the sustainable development goals. Let's discuss one by one sustainable development goals. What is development goals? What are the different goals? In details. First is no poverty. What is no poverty? No poverty means all country should be work that no one should be rich and no one should be poor. All countries should be working on this to maintain balance of the total resources that are. These sustainable development goals are actually mainly related to this poverty, inequality, climate change, environmental degradation. So poverty is an important concern because one person is one country is rich, one person is rich, one person is poor, then will be discriminated in terms of other things, for hunger, then education, equality. These are comes later. First things come no poverty. That's why the number one is that no poverty. If there is no poverty in total globe, then no one will be in sleeping hunger, no one can be a discrimination. So number one goal is no poverty. So, and poverty in all of these forms everywhere is the main target. Poverty is defined as the income less than 1.25 US dollar per day. This is the main definition of poverty. If the person earning one less than 1.25 US dollar per day, then we call it the lies below poverty line. That means poverty line is the baseline that is declared by this uh, particular country or particular state. So this our target is to the earn earning of the people that is more than this particular below poverty line amount. So the target of the goals includes a world where the poor are not vulnerable to climate change and have the equal right to economic resources. All should be earning equal, then there will be no discrimination and no change. Economic growth must be inclusive, provide sustainable jobs, and promote equality. Economic growth is very much necessary to work. If you do not have money, then you cannot live in the world. So everywhere the money is most important. So earning of the money, how the people can get equal in the economy is the main first goal. This goal aims to eradicate extreme poverty by year 2030. 2030, extreme poverty should be eradicated. A minimum amount of wages that can be earned by the so this extreme poverty of all people should be eradicated when 30. However, the COVID-19 in 2020 marks turning point because there are several constraints are there. 2000, you remember the lockdown portion of the 2020 March or April. So many people are losing their job. They are having uh, various issues during the COVID lockdown year. So this is maybe turning point. So that turning point means at that time you cannot do anything. So at that point you can some relax of this no poverty line. So prior to this pandemic, the momentum of poverty reduction was slowed down because this corona has slowed down everything. Now, by the end of the 2022, the new suggested that means only 8.4% of the world population are above this greater than some poverty line. So this we stay back effectively approximately where the many of the peoples are that are living below poverty line. So we are working on that and how people are going above poverty line. So having get job, better living standard, better working culture is the main importance. Poverty has many discrete dimensions. For example, it is causes include unemployment, social exclusion, high unavailability, and certain population with disaster and diseases and phenomena that prevent their growth. Because if you are in stress always, then how you are become productive? This is a very thinking I think that one should be in below poverty line. Then working standard, living standard, all things are below or going down. So why should we care about the people economic situation? Here the question arises. Okay, I am rich enough to how or why I should care for others? Because there is a many reason. Because there is many reason as a normal human being, the well-being is our first concern to grow all together. Growing inequality, determined stress, economic growth, unemployment, these are different positions or different points which are working on that to give the social. Or this also increase social tension, the crime rate, all these things, crime. These are also many things that can be happening. So why social protection important? Because the social protection system is essential for mitigating the effect of preventing many people from falling down the poverty. That's why social protection is important. Social protection means if someone is below poverty line, they are not having enough money to live living standard. Our society or society fund or other people should help come out for the helping of this person. So this is called social protection. If he is a part of the society, then he is just coming out or helping by the other hands. So, the engagement of this social poverty or no poverty, or how to eradicate this poverty, there are so many positions are there, so many steps are taken by the government state government will country or any type of industry organization, they are contribute of their own sense. So contribution of the science is also very much important here, because education, science, all the things are directly interrelated to the poverty line. For example, enable access to safe drinking water reduces death. So that safe drinking water and death are interrelated, and this is also related to the poverty. So disease, if someone got having fallen disease that you have no money to cure, then you may die. So at that time the poverty is the most important thing, and to reduce the heat stress on safe drinking water, all these things are found under this poverty. So this reducing or increasing the poverty or no poverty is our main motto, to mainly not discriminate rich and poor in this world. So let's see one documentary related to that, how poverty or no poverty is.
The United Nations plans to end world poverty by 2030. It's the first of 17 Sustainable Development Goals designed to make the world a fairer, safer, and better place. But have you thought about what that actually means? Poverty is not being able to afford basic things like food, water, healthcare, or a safe home. You may already have some idea what that looks like. But poverty happens everywhere, and it's not the same for everyone. Sometimes it affects entire countries and generations of families. Other people might suffer from situational poverty, where it's caused by a sudden event like an illness or losing a job. Or systemic poverty, caused by inequality or discrimination. The main thing is, poverty can affect anyone, anywhere. And right now, a massive 700 million people live on less than $1.90 a day. Think about the whole world as just 10 people. At least one of those people would have less than $2 a day to live on. Could you do that? So why don't we just print a big pile of money and give it away? Well, it's complicated. One of the reasons that poverty is such a big challenge is because it can have many different causes. Imagine there's a natural disaster in your city. Damage to buildings might mean you wouldn't have a home. If businesses closed down, there would be less jobs. And poor healthcare or sanitation could lead to disease, which can mean choosing between paying for medicine or food. And poverty can cause other problems. Not being able to afford a place to live can lead to discrimination. Without a permanent address, it can be harder to access public services or open a bank account. Poverty even forces some young people to work instead of getting an education. And sometimes it's as simple as no money means no food. You might think there will always be poverty and it's just something we have to live with. But it's actually getting better. Since 1990, 1.1 billion people have moved out of poverty. That's about the same as the population of Europe and the USA combined. Governments have invested in economic growth. Charities have raised money and awareness through campaigns, and individuals have come up with innovative new solutions like drought-resistant crops and inexpensive solar power. So what can you do about poverty right now in your own city?
Second point or second goal is the zero hunger. Our next target is to no one can sleep with zero, or no one claims you sleep with hunger. So next target is zero hunger. That is end of the hunger, achieve food security, and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. Agriculture is the most important thing for improving the producing the food grain. So many still suffer from hunger and malnutrition around the world, and most women and children. So women and children are mostly suffer due to the malnutrition and hunger. So the food and agriculture sector offers key solution for the development and is center for the hunger and poverty of eradication. Because more is the food grain production, more is the food production, and more is the grain that we can be eating, and the agriculture sector is responsible for the production of the food grain. The target for this global includes trending malnutrition, protecting small farmers, protecting the genetic diversity crops, produce investing the research and making the more many things. So goal 2 is all about creating a world free of hunger by 2030. The global issue of hunger and food security has shown an alarming increase from 2015. A trend excavated by a combination of factors that is including pandemic, conflict, climate change, and many more things. And depending on this, by 2022, approximately 735 million people, or 9.2% of the world population, are found themselves in a state of chronic hunger. See how much large number of people are in hunger. So this data is also very much may not be correct, but we are just approximately data. Data. In this edition, estimated that 2.4 billion people faces moderate to severe. That means some people are having full hunger, and some people are living with some low hunger. So this hunger and the security is leads to an unlimited and increasing crime rate, because hunger can tease anything. Because one man is hunger, they can do anything for it to remove the hunger. So no one should be hunger. This is the main target. Extreme hunger and malnutrition remain the barrier for the sustainable development. Because if you are not getting to eat, and how we can think? So if your stomach get full, then your mind also free to think of something. So to eradicate the malnutrition and the hunger barrier, we have to work in this agriculture sector, and the first thing, the poverty sector. Hunger and malnutrition also becomes unproductive for a human, because someone is suffering from hunger and malnutrition. How can be productive? So we are working on that. The projected in hunger is about more than 600 million people are worldwide, and this will be eradicated by 2030. So as much as less hunger, we are going to be eradicate the hunger. It's very much necessary. For this, we should need a food security. Food security means food, plenty of food is available, and it can be distributed to the hungry people. So knowingly or unknowingly, we are also contributed to things. We are the farmer are the main contributor to production of food grain. Since from 2005, the food prices remain higher. As you see, the common food prices, the rice, dal, all these things, the price also increases. So the price is directly related to the production and demand. The more demand is there, price increases. The production is also more, also less, then you also increases the price. So if the price increases and the poverty become higher or having low poverty, then what happens? The people cannot get proper food to eat. So why should I care? That means why should you care? Why you are contributing to zero hunger? This is participating in this goal. As we are again global family, we are all global or living in the hour. So we can think about others, not use. Eat what is safe and nutritious. Sometimes you are eating not properly or not safe food. So if food is not safe, then there are so many diseases are there, so many things are there. So that can be also uh, reduces the productivity of the human beings. How to achieve the zero hunger? Zero hunger is achieved by the multidimensional approach, such as
social protection, safeguard of the food, production of the food is more, then the more distribution food use takes place, and particularly the women and child. The government has also made a scheme to especially design for the women and child development cell. That's why they should not be live in any then this for this zero hunger or you also or contribute by yourself by just a small example is that if you are wasting food in your plate after eating so much, then you also that food may be given by someone, and you can also contribute to the hunger by taking the amount of food that you can eat. A small step you can take. This is all about goal number two. Let's see a small video for details in this for the goal number.
Hunger is something that affects people everywhere. In the developing nations, where poverty is rife, in war zones, where there are severe food shortages, even in rich countries where there is great inequity. Have you ever considered the true cost of a plate of food? Take a simple bowl of bean stew. How much do you think it costs? It depends where you buy it. According to the World Food Program, in New York, a bowl of bean stew costs $1.20, but in South Sudan, an astronomical $320. Discrepancy in food prices worldwide adds to the global hunger crisis. But why is it happening? Climate change has a big part to play. South Sudan is located in Central Africa, with temperatures soaring due to climate change. It's difficult to grow food there, and importing food from other countries is not always easy. Inadequate infrastructure makes it difficult to transport from place to place. So what food does grow becomes excessively expensive. Food is much more affordable in places like New York. Still, people there wonder where the next meal will come from. Because of unemployment, high housing costs, medical bills, or countless other living expenses, millions of people in New York City alone are struggling to feed their families. They rely on food assistance programs or donations. They purchase cheaper and less nutritious food, or they simply go without. Hunger is not only about the cost or availability of food. It's about everyone having equal and reliable access. The UN aimed to achieve zero hunger by the year 2030. The signs are good, with the number of people going hungry halved over the past 25 years. Agricultural productivity has improved. Economic growth has enabled countries to tackle problems like undernourishment, food insecurity, and price discrepancy. Wasted food is being recycled and used to grow more food. Packaging is being made edible and reduced in size, and sustainable food systems are being developed. Everyone should have access to affordable, healthy food. Together we can make zero hunger a reality.
This is all about hunger. Then come to the third point. Third point is all about good health and well-being. See, all points are related to one another because poverty is indirectly related to this hunger, and this hunger is indirectly related to this good health and well-being. So, in this third goal, ensuring the healthy lives and programs well-being for the all at all ages. This is very much important because ensuring healthy lives and promoting well-being is all ages essential for the sustainable development. And this goal includes calls of universal health coverage, increasing health workforce, reducing illness and death and pollutions, comprehensive agenda for taking a wide range of global health challenges such as AIDS, malaria, and tuberculosis, and vaccines our family to protect them to improve public health. So let's see one example that is in Corona times, India has vaccinated freely to all our Indian people. So this is the main things that rich and poor both are
having no discrimination to this vaccine. So healthcare, vaccines, all these things that should be same for all others. That means if they are living in a good state of mind, then they can think better and work towards the sustainable development. This ensuring the healthy lives of promoting the well-being of all the ages and others are essential to the sustainable development. So this sustainable development's goal number three that mainly focusing on the healthcare issues. However, inequality on healthcare also still persists because we are working on that, but inequality is very much it is because there are some private hospitals or government hospitals are there. If you have money, you cannot go government hospital for treatment because there is no such facilities are there, and the poor people cannot go the private hospital for better facilities. So it's directly indirectly led to the poverty also. The Sustainable Development Goal that makes a bold commitment to the end of the epidemics of the AIDS like corona, all that malaria, tuberculosis, all these things are achievable, and one can eradicate all these things by 2030. This is the main goal, but it is not so much easy to achieve this goal. To overcome this, all these things, obstacles, long-term setting is or long-term focus is required. Or support, obviously, support of the all countries should be required to the achieving this target or the goal. A significant portion of the global population still also aware of the health services. Some underdeveloped country like like Africa and all these things, they are not so interested to develop or healthcare is also so much developed, and they are also very much living in a poor condition and a bad health. To bridge this gap, so suitable activity or healthcare will be provided by these government, non-government organizations, all factors who can support, they can support it. So, ensuring these healthy lives of all human beings, what we do? We commitment that our benefits that is not by overcost. So, whatever that we use, we have fuel that should be within our income ways, and that is be available readily. The two things are mostly required. So, because special critical safeguarding of this vulnerable population that could be individuals, residing region, and the high pressure region, high demand region also they are having Reliance has their cases are there, and they are also safeguards by this health and this well-being. So immunization is also one part of this well-being. Immunization means take vaccines. If precaution is better than cure, that's why vaccination is the most important part for this good health and well-being. But taking vaccine is also again directly related to poverty. Some freely available are there, but most of the vaccines are paid. So this universal health coverage or universal health insurance should be there, so anyone can be or get good quality of healthcare and resources when they are being needed. So nowadays we are working or some countries, some states are working on that. They are developing different health insurance plan or having some giving some monetary benefit to people who can be not being well educated or not having a below poverty line. There are some schemes are there. So by this method, we should also get good health and well-being at the age of 30. So in that point, what you can do or what you can help, what is your role for helping the achieving the target or the goal for the good health and well-being? You can start by promoting the food and protecting your own health first. In flights, maintenance said na, what is said before going to help other, help yourself. So that is you are being safe and if you are being well, then you will help the others. Very much before promoting or before protecting the others, be protect yourself first and be safe and good, stay in a good health or a good state of mind or stay in a good well-being position. So this, then you can spread the awareness where the things can be get, how the health benefit can be reached to the people, all the things you can spread the awareness, help the people, help the government, help the ministry, or help the persons in a local level. You should also inform all these things to the government and the government schemes, about the government schemes and different beneficiaries that are not aware by the people at the ground level. So you can also by helping them, you can ensure or you can also participate for this achieving the third goal, that is ensuring healthy and for the lives disease. So for details, we have go through a just small videos that can be given in detail. Let's see what is.
Everyone deserves the right to be physically and mentally healthy. It's why the UN have made good health and well-being for all a global priority. Health is defined in a variety of ways. When we get a checkup with a doctor, things like our weight, our behavior, and our genetics are important. We measure the health of communities and nations by talking about things like life expectancy, number of doctors and nurses, mortality rates, and the cost of medicine. But what does a healthy country look like? If you want to live beyond the age of 80, you should think of moving to Italy, one of the largest countries in Europe. It's officially the healthiest country in the world. Why is that? Italians live on a healthy Mediterranean diet consisting of fresh fruit, vegetables, fish, dairy products, olive oil, and red wine. They eat pizza too, but everything in moderation. Italians have access to free healthcare, clean water, and education. And the number of doctors working there is high. But it's not the same everywhere. Unhealthy habits can have a negative effect on our health and well-being. When we eat unhealthy foods, drink too much alcohol, and smoke cigarettes, we can become sick with non-communicable conditions like obesity and heart disease. But our health and well-being is also subject to change from external forces. Unhealthy infrastructure, like poor sanitation and lack of clean running water, can lead to the spread of communicable diseases like malaria, diarrhea, and flu, some of the leading causes of death in developing countries. And under-resourced, mismanaged healthcare systems can worsen the spread of non-communicable diseases because they don't have the doctors and nurses to treat patients, or the money to pay for medicine. And in countries where healthcare is not free, lots of people cannot afford to pay for the care they need. But it's not all bad news. In fact, the signs are good. Between the years of 2000 and 2015, global life expectancy increased by 5 years. That's because governments are partnering with health organizations everywhere to invest in better infrastructure, train doctors and nurses, and eradicate diseases like polio. In countries like Uganda, professional midwives are giving more women access to safe delivery during pregnancy. And in research hospitals all around the world, scientists are working on new vaccines and cures. Our health is connected to the health of everyone on the planet, because illnesses know no borders, but neither do cures. If we pay attention to our own health and well-being, we can make the world a happier, healthier, more prosperous place.
Number four goal is quality education. So quality education, it ensures the inclusive and equitability quality of education and promote lifelong learning opportunity for all. This is also a broad area and this is also directly related to the previous one, that is well-being and good health. If there is no good health, no, there is someone is no having no poverty, then this quality education should not be achieved. So quality education is the fourth goal that can be achieved by all nationalities jointly to ensure all people or all children, all irrespective of caste or irrespective of boys, irrespective of race, Hindu, Muslims, Christians, all the things should be provided to all equally, but the quality is also good. Obtaining a quality education is the foundation for improving people's lives and sustainable development. Because sustainable development, the quality education also plays an important role. If we do not educate our people, we cannot achieve the sustainable development goals. So target for this goal includes the need of access to university level education, vocational training, entrepreneurial skill, other technical training helps children in our community to read. That means different levels of education they should be encouraged and the quality are increases so that the people can get be educated and they can be know and aware about the sustainable development and the experts in the sustainable development goals to achieve these goals. Actually, since 2000, there has been enormous progress achieving the target by universal primary education. Because previously we are focusing on primary education, no one should be left the school. So for that, some midday meal scheme, all this scheme, all are also incorporated by the government, central government, state government to attract the school children. Education fee is also fully waived in the government school. So there should be focusing quantity, but now we are focusing on quality, education quality. The total enrollment rate of developing region, developing country reached 91% in 2015. See, from 2000 to 2015 during the Millennium Development Goals was education, the rate of the enrollment rate of the children, school children, they increased significantly. But this quantity increase, but the quality part is remaining down. So we are focusing on the quality part. So there has also seen a dramatic decrease in literacy rates by more girls in the school than the years before. Similarly, when the more boys are there, girls rate is there. So girls are not coming to school, so literacy decreases. So this also increases the rate and increases the enrollment rate. This is also what can result of success because education is very much necessary. So progress has made in terms of quantity, but we are now focusing on quality. Some developed country or some poverty or having the country is having high level of poverty like Western Asia, North Africa, ongoing armed conflicts are there. Somewhere like wars is going on, not good educations are there. Like in Taliban, Afghanistan, they cannot allow their girl students to go to the school to give education. In this kind of thing is not uh, helpful. It's very much unavoidable for this kind of thing. So this worry and this will be the major worries to achieve this quality education. Then achieving inclusive high quality of education for all countries is the motto or main mode for this sustainable development goal. And this ensures the 2030 we are making significant contribution to achieving this target. But in last corona periods or quality education due to COVID-19, this progress should be decreased because we all who have know last 1 year of the corona period, all school, colleges, and university are getting closed at that time. So people are again diverted towards other things. So the education level is also decreasing at that corona period. So without additional measurements also the estimated 84 million children are also stay outside. So that means that's the great. But our main motto is to bring all the school children to from the school and the education level also increases. So because education is the key success, key for the success of all the things. without education, no country will improve, no anything will be happen. Because education is the key success, and it allows to the achieving sustainable development or goals. When people are to be get educated, get aware about what is sustainable development, because education gives them the proper knowledge and proper focus by what are these things. So education also help to reduce inequalities, because if you are educated, if people are educated, then they are get rid of their lower mentality, and they are get rid of the lower mentality. So the inequalities, indiscriminations, the war, conflicts, they are get rid from that thing. And gender, like gender equality, all the things, the powers of the peoples everywhere, healthy and sustainable things are lives. So education is the crucial uh, factor to the achieving the sustainable development goals. So this goal number 4, that is deliver quality education. There are some constraints are there, like poverty, the well-being, and the mental health, sorry, the health issues, and hunger. They are the different things that are the constraint, but we are achieving the target by 30. This is our main goal. So for that, we are giving free education, giving free midday meal, some basic attractions, giving prizes. We should promote the education in terms of quantity as well as quality. So this target may be achieved. So up to that, what you or we can do, or what the progress we can make. The progress we have made toward 1030, that is like some state of the country, some country was 100% educated. The literacy rate also increased. Between 2015 and 2021, there is an increase in worldwide primary competitions. Obviously, we will discuss that. Some countries have increased the number of outcomes or number of enrollment in this primary school up to graduation or university level. So, what challenges in this achieving this target number 4 or goal number 4? According to this natural target, that means the quality education of getting the education target. So many people or so many percentage of students, they are attending the basic things, but discontinue from the lower level. Enrollment is okay, really high in lower level or lower school. When the students are moved to university level, they can discontinue and drop out from the education. So this is the one constraint. Second constraint is economic constraint, because they are higher education, the fees is also high, and the private institutions are taking large amount of fees for the education. So if the student cannot get the seat in the government colleges, then he should move to private colleges or private institutions where he cannot pay lot an amount of tuition fees to uh, continue his education. So this is one constraint. Then next thing is understanding the needs of this constraint, or understanding the needs of this quality education. Various laws and policies should be enforced that also increase the quality education or education in terms of all enrollment. For example, if you are girl children, and if you then having girl children, that is compulsory fees waive of the law, that is fees waive of up to our post graduation level. That means there is no fees to be paid up to post graduation level. Besides this, many scholarships are there. They can be help government different NGOs or different organizations. They can be help through this education scenario. So actually, we do not having awareness regarding this all these things. So if awareness is the main motto of for this, the education is the education is required. Then different countries like Africa, most of the countries, there is no infrastructure, there is no developments are there. So that is also one constraint. To overcome that constraint, we have to use some of our budget to clear this. So actually, lot of constraints are there, but our motto is to achieve the target by 2030. Then in this case, what is your role every time, every course you should have to, or what is your goal? What's your goal? Ask government to people educated the priority both policy and practice, and that means you should reach the government rule policies to the common people. You can be the mediator to or aware the people about the education, what is the importance of education, and what is the ability and facility they can avail. You can also do at your own level. So this is the things, because most of the things, uh, different government sectors and all this are having different type of channels are there, lobbies are there. So you should not be this kind of mediator, but you have to be awareness to the students, the parents, how to achieve or how to become a good things, or how to become get a good quality education with minimum fees or no fees. That is the very much necessary thing to know the parents about the while educating the children. Okay, this is all about the this quality education. That is for number 4. Let's watch a small video for details.
Everyone deserves the right to a quality education, with access to trained teachers, learning resources, and opportunities beyond basic literacy and numeracy skills. When we learn about the world around us and our place in it, we can create a world where everyone is equal. But while more students have access to school than ever before, the quality of the education varies widely across the world. That's why the UN have made quality education for all one of their 17 Sustainable Development Goals. When children are able to learn, they grow to provide for themselves and become valuable members of their community. Through education, their minds and imaginations evolve. They become creative, analytical, and empathetic, and are given the best possible start in life. In some parts of the world, lots of money is spent on making sure that schools have access to the internet, computers, books, and everything they need to help students learn. In the 1940s, Costa Rica ended their military program and decided to spend that money on education, leading to a literacy rate of almost 98%. These countries not only believe that education forms the cornerstone for democracy and modern society, they also have the resources to invest in this commitment. Have you ever thought about what it would be like if you couldn't go to school? All around the world, millions of children and adults are starving for education. They are refused access to information they cannot afford to learn. And some have to leave school to earn money for their family. All the schools they do have don't have enough materials. The class sizes are too large, and there is a shortage of teachers. Thankfully, good people everywhere are working together and progress is being made. Global literacy levels have risen 17% in the last 30 years, and projects like E-Rate in the US are connecting rural schools to the internet. The UN are working with governments and charities to build schools and libraries in developing countries and provide safe spaces where students can learn about creating sustainable lifestyles that help the planet and develop technical and trade skills for future employment. We can continue this great work together and achieve quality education for all by 2030.
So next target or next goal is gender equality. Actually, there are so many discriminations regarding the gender, that is man and woman. Men are like that, women are like that. Some rights are for men only, there's no women only. So to eliminate all this inequality or gender discrimination, we have to focus on the gender equality goals. That is, achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls
particularly women and girls, are having discriminated by the so many years, and it should be now to give proper education, proper equality for the women and girls also. So gender equality is not only a fundamental human right, but a necessary foundation for all peaceful and prosperous sustainable world. Obviously, whenever there is a woman is educated, whole family gets educated. That means the children are the first mother. Mother is the best first teacher of their children. So if the mother is educated, the life and quality and the children are also educated. So to the targets for this goal included freedom from discrimination and violence, ensuring equal share of the leadership opportunity is for the women as well as properly ownership. That means the women are educated or women having equal abilities for the working everywhere. Then the in case of job sector, in case of any admission sectors, women are having reservation and they are equally treated. So several references are made in the national approaches in the service. So there are so many examples are there where women can be leading in all any cases from the men. So call out sexist language and behavior. That means women harassment in the job field. These are actually men dominant field are there, but we are focusing on this women empowerment and women job and women gender equality to the men. So this should be avoided. That sexist language and behavior towards the women. So these violence and expressions may be in various fields like their work field, in school, in public, anywhere. Whenever there is a woman, the men are behaving rudely or this violation takes place. So this is not equality. So this gender equality is very much important. So nowadays, actually, the child marriage system also eliminated, and so many things can be eradicated, so many, but not fully eradicated. So past 40 years and 50 years, child marriages are stopped, not fully stopped, but decreases so many times due to this women empowerment and women gender equality and so telling about the recently India government had passed a constitutional law in our parliament about this gender equality or giving the equality of the some reservations to women in the assemblies and the constitutions level. So this is a small step we can take to the gender equality. International commitments are also there for the gender equality about improvement of the some areas like stopping the child marriages and female genital mutilation. That is, we cannot stop the producing new offspring to the female only. The men also contribute to the producing offspring, so men also having contribute the this type of malnutrition. Then the recent year, women representative of the political area also increases. So many things, women can be leader are going and emerging. So the empowerment is also increasing. So increasing women empowerment, increasing the power, giving power to the woman. That is a very much helpful for the gender equality. So we treat men and women similar thing. So why should gender equality matters? Gender equality matters because regardless whether you are man or woman, the fundamental right of human. So the inequality is mainly due to the male dominant or male nature dominant. This is not good. So advancing gender equality is a critical area for which where health society and perfectly the home positions and protection all things of the girl children and girls uh, for the girls that should be more in all state and all country. So what you can do, what is your role to ensure the gender equality? So you, if you are a girl child, you cannot stop to being growing. You cannot, you have to grow yourself. You have to bring your ideas knowledge and empower yourself to a female classmate as well as a male classmate for the same thing. So if you are a woman or a girl, then you have to conscious about your rights and yours all these positions, what you can do. You are not a lawyer or discriminate from the male one. And if you are a male person, then you should give respect to the girls. If you should give equal position as as a you as a boys, or if you are a man, to achieve this gender equality by not embracing the girls, or not embracing any situation, or not harassing job field, anything. So your duty, you can also contribute this small thing, and every person of every one can be think like that. Then what happened? The gender equality is existed. So if you can see where there is a campaign is there, where there is a discrimination is there, you can go and raise your voice, you can raise your hands and give the uh, gender equality is the first priority in everywhere. So this gender equality is very much important to develop a country or a nation. So UNDP also made gender equality is central for the all world or all. So let's say past 10 years to 15 years, what's happened? Gender equality is increases. So it reduces gender violations, gender harassment, all these things. So gender equality is also key factors or key success for this achieving the goal, that is target for the sustainable development. Because all men and women both are responsible and both are equally educated and equally treated, so that sustainable developments can happen. For that, let's see a small video on that.
We all deserve to live in a world where women and girls are valued as human beings, equal to their male counterparts in every way, where they have the same rights, opportunities for education and employment, make their own healthcare decisions, and contribute to society. In places all over the world, this just isn't the case. That's why the United Nations have made gender equality one of their 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which they aim to achieve by the year 2030, to empower all women and girls to live their lives to the fullest. When girls have access to shelter, clean water, sanitation, education, and safety, and are given the freedom to do simple things in life, like play with friends, read books, and travel, they become empowered to think for themselves, act for themselves, and determine their own destinies. When this happens, girls are much more likely to attend school, become skilled, get jobs, have families, buy homes, fulfill their ambitions, and make a positive impact on the world around them. Gender equality should be a fundamental right, but girls and women are not treated equally in countries all around the world for all sorts of reasons. Society plays a big part in how gender roles are assigned. The values, core beliefs, and inherited customs that govern how people behave can be discriminatory and limit how women live their lives. In some countries, laws prevent women from owning property or receiving an inheritance from a family member. In many cultures, child marriages is still acceptable, with some girls as young as 8 promised to men twice, 3, or 4 times their age. This leaves the girl open to abuse, neglect, and complications during childbirth. Even in places where men and women technically have equal rights, there still may be a gender gap in pay, leadership, and representation in government. Great people continue to make progress worldwide, exposing systemic abuse toward women in the film and television industries with powerful social media campaigns, investing in female entrepreneurs to reduce the current funding gap between women and men, providing women and girls with equal access to education, healthcare, and decent work. And the number of women leaders has doubled since 2000, so that their say in political and economic decision-making processes can fuel sustainable economies and benefit societies and humanity at large. We can all work together to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls worldwide by 2030.
This is Goal number 5, gender equality. So this is all about fifth goal, and we should discuss all remaining goals in next class or next PPT. So when let's lastly summarize these things. What were these? The sustainable development goals. There are 17 goals are there, and the main sustainable development aim of the goal is to achieve this goal by 2030 with the help of the all countries by simultaneously, not individually. So these sustainable development goals are grouped by the 5 major themes such as people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnership. So the 2030 agenda or sustainable development goals are adopted by various countries of the planet of the earth, and the comprehensive approach to achieve these goals by the help of the all countries and all individuals, and these individuals and these countries they achieve by the target by mutual understanding and helping hand with all others, all things. So sustainable development can goal be achieved. So before sustainable development goals 17 goals, there are 8 million development goals are there that can be decided, and in the 2015 and after 2015 17 goals are again formed to be achieved at the year 2030. So this is all about 17 sustainable development goals and the importance of the goal. Let's summarize. Goal 1 is no poverty, goal 2 is zero hunger, goal 3 is good health and well-being, goal 4 is quality education, goal 5 is gender equality, goal 6 is clean water and sanitation. We will discuss in next class, but just remember that goal 6 is clean water and sanitation, goal 7 is affordable and clean energy, goal 8 is decent work and economic growth, goal 9 is industry innovation infrastructure, goal 10 is reduce inequalities, goal 11 is sustainable cities and communities, goal 12 is responsible consumption and production, goal 13 is climate action, goal 17 14 is life below water, goal 14, then goal 15 is life on land, goal 16 is peace, justice, strong and institutions, goal 17 is partnership for the goals. That means partnership for the goal. That means all goals have to be summarized and effectively working out and taking action by the all country all together. So this is all about sustainable development goals. So today's class, in this class we will discuss fifth up to fifth number of goal, and next class we will discuss the remaining one. And due to this sustainable development goals, actually these are the one related to one another, because first goal is no poverty, second is zero hunger. Poverty is indirectly related to hunger, and that hunger is directly related to good and well-being. So these things that are interrelated. So one by one we should eradicate, and also these sustainable development goals and the basic indicators and the basic targets are different for different countries or different region, because different region, different countries, the specific targets are different as the numbers are different. Because to achieve these sustainable development goals, the locality you should work on your locality basis, not in a universally basis, because the goals are universally accepted, but it is applicable or taking action in the local level or in the individual level, so that these things can be achieved in a proper time or proper way out. That means it's very much necessary to acting all people all together, all nation all together. So this is all about number 5th goal, which will discuss next class or evening goals. Thank you for the active listening. Let's meet in the next